What's up, everybody? We are here for the Extreme Rules. The Extreme Rules preview show. The thing that we've been doing now, where when a pay-per-view or Raw or anything cool comes up, we talk about it just to get some more wrestling discussions out there in the world. We all know there's not enough. My match list is based off of what WWE.com had. WWE.com, your source for all things WWE, I guess. The order that I'm about to read out the matches mean absolutely nothing, other than the fact that I think the pre-show ones are the last ones I'm going to talk about. And as you know, at that point, they mean absolutely nothing. We will start from well, actually, you know what? We'll start from down there. Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin have a no disqualification match after all the nonsense they put each other through the past couple weeks, months, probably months at this point since Corbin came up. They've been trying to one-up each other, the young pup against the old veteran. Corbin is way more aggressive than Dolph Ziggler seems to be. So if this was truly an extreme match, I feel like Baron Corbin would take this. No questions asked, but because it's no disqualification, I feel like something might happen nonsensical, like screwjobbish against Baron Corbin, but not really. I think as a whole in their series, they're about tied on wins losses. So I don't know who this would affect more with a win here. But anytime the indie guy wins, it always looks better for them. So I'm hoping that he beats. That just killed him. But I'm hoping Corbin beats Ziggler just because I'm kind of tired of Ziggler. He's been there forever. He adds no value. He's not a value add in my opinion. But I would almost guarantee it's pre-show because not that Corbin necessarily should be on the main card yet, but Dolph Ziggler seems like he's pre-show material at this point anymore. Don't touch me. There we go. So the other, what I'll assume is a pre-show match, is Rusev versus Kalisto for the belt. If Raw was any indication this week, Rusev should probably crush Kalisto. Take the belt away from him. It can start up some, I guess, an interesting feud. But Kalisto's so much smaller than Rusev that I know wrestling's fake, or the stories are fake, I guess it's more accurate. But there's no reason that Rusev should be losing to Kalisto at all. He should pretty much just completely smash him. That was beautiful. He should just completely smash him pretty much. And it shouldn't even be a match. I'm hoping for a squash match, to be honest with you. Just because I think that little of that, to be honest. It doesn't make sense if it goes on long. The only way that I guess it would make sense doing it that way would be if Kalisto does the "I'm way faster than you" thing that some wrestlers do sometimes.
The complexion of the match can change
in
a heartbeat.
You're right about that. The entire match can end in a heartbeat if somebody hits their big move.
7. This should do that bullshit count thing.
This may settle the score right here.
On the table, what destruction with absolutely no care for their own well-being.
I love that. I love that so much.
Completely annihilated. Good grief. That thing looks like a pile of sawdust at a lumberyard. You know, it's important to remember.
Alright, so, yeah. The Kalisto match, I really feel like he should get squashed. If not, they have to play the "I'm too quick" angle and wear Rusev down. But I'm calling Rusev in that one. Next is New Day versus Vaudevillains for the tag team belts. In my opinion, the New Day don't need the belts. They were popular before that. Whenever they get involved in these weird storylines, I feel like their jokes get worse than the times when they're just doing their own thing. Like, again, last week on Raw, they traveled back in time just to build up a joke about how the Vaudevillains hate them because the old days sucked, and they understand why the Vaudevillains hate them so much. But when they were cutting that promo, it seemed like it went on like 5 minutes too long. And you can even tell when the New Day starts to lose interest. You can see it in their face because they just kind of talk through the promo. Oh my God, we're back in time. No wonder the Vaudevillains hate us. And just dumb shit like that. The only way I see the Vaudevillains winning is if they're going to set up for when Enzo comes back. So him and Big Cass can take on the Vaudevillains for the belt. But aside from that, I see no reason to have the young NXT kids win. I could be wrong. And Big Cass is having his own singles push right now. So maybe they're not going to worry so much about that storyline when they come back, but it's kind of hard to tell at the moment. But my prediction would be a New Day, as always, in that match. Do we have a rival? Yeah, John Cena, okay. Look at this guy. John Cena doesn't even wrestle. How am I supposed to run in on him? There he is. Never mind, I was wrong. Let's see. Next is the Usos versus the Club. The Bloodline versus the Club, whatever you want to call it. When I was watching Raw this week, John Cena will still win. Don't worry, folks.
And there.
When I was watching Raw on Monday, I felt like the Usos are going to win their matches.
Do you feel like you're...
I think it is. It's the only way
they're going to start winning their matches the way that Roman always wins his matches. And it's bullshit, but I feel like it's going to be a new thing.
Universe is going to get to see both
so no matter what the Club does tonight, I'm pretty sure the Usos are going to win.
There you have it. Back to you, Cole.
And that's going to follow up a later conversation when we get to that match. But, I mean, the Club, it's awesome watching the Club, the Bullet Club wrestle. I feel like the Usos aren't as good as them, but they still do good matches together. I feel like their tag team matches so far have been pretty good. Nothing wrong with what's going on there. So that should hopefully at least be a decent match. I'm sure the Usos will win, but I'm hoping for at least a decent match.
There's the bell.
The next match would be Dean Ambrose versus Jericho in the Asylum match. To me, it looks like a cage match. Like a modification of a cage match mixed with Hell in the Cell kind of thing. The Asylum match means that there's random tools hanging from the top of the quote-unquote cage. There was things like a plant, and nunchucks, and a trash can, and a straitjacket, and string. Like, there's just all sorts of random stupid items up there. And I feel like the match could be cool, but depending on what they hang out on the cage at the end of this, or for the match, I guess, will dictate how seriously they're taking the match. Like, the potted plant leans towards this is going to be a stupid joke. The straitjacket leans towards someone's going to get straitjacketed and beat the shit out of. So I feel like they have to commit one way or the other to that stuff. And then depending on which way they commit to it will, I think, determine how good the match is. I'm hoping Ambrose wins since it's quote-unquote his match. He made it all by himself. But it's hard to tell. Jericho seems okay with letting the quote-unquote younger talent win. But weird shits happen. I don't know where the storyline for those guys would go no matter which way someone wins. So it's actually kind of hard to pick the winner of that match. I'll say Ambrose because it's supposed to be his gimmick, but you never know. I do guarantee that the plant will become a major factor in this match tomorrow night. It will be what one of them used to win. I can almost guarantee it.
What devastation. You can't get up from that, can you? I don't even want to think about what a third time will sound like.
Alright, so next up, if my voice fades in now as always, it's because I'm looking away to look at my paperwork. My official wrestling documentation. That is fucking cool.
He's going to take a chance here.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be.
I didn't know I could do that. I don't know how I did it, but I won't be able to do it again.
Still down. Oh man, from the high red district.
I would know what that's like. Here we go.
Executed perfectly, and check out the look of satisfaction in those eyes.
Of course.
Out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a world of hurt.
4, 5.
Well, we're on the move here. And we see it one more time.
I feel like you should be able to go outside there and fight. And maybe you can, but there's not enough time on the countdown right now to be able to test that out.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him. Keep the action.
Next match is Miz, Cesaro, Zayn, Owens. I'm hoping Sami Zayn wins just because I like him so much. Cesaro's a close second. But they're all really good wrestlers. I feel like they've all found their groove together with all the four-way stuff they're doing. Like, Owens and Miz yelling at each other in commentary is great. Cesaro and Zayn are kind of like friends. That's cool. But they're all so good together that I feel like whoever wins deserves it, we'll say. I don't think any one of those is a bad choice to keep the belt after tonight.
Please welcome my guest tonight.
I feel like Steph
Let's
and
talk
Shane
about
have to
John
step in that
Cena.
match at some point. Or just step in at some
How do you feel about
point.
him, as you will face him at the pay-per-view.
They have to be involved at some point in the pay-per-view. They're still teasing Steph being a face, even though she's probably not. But they have to work on something with that. Just keep that angle going.
Does he not know that I am a monster?
Those both seem like bad options.
There you have it. Back to you guys.
But yeah, Steph and Shane need to be involved because they have to keep that storyline going. And not having them on an entire pay-per-view, I feel is counterintuitive to what story they're trying to do. They need to keep getting involved and switching broken things, or at least keeping things fresh, keeping it hot. Or people will forget and not care about them, which might already start becoming an issue between the two of them. It doesn't necessarily seem like it is yet, but it might get there. So they definitely need to watch out for what to do with those together. My boy, my buddy, my good friend. He's getting superplexed outside the ring. But yeah, any of them can win. I won't care. I'm hoping for Sami the most, but whatever happens, happens. Next match is Charlotte versus Natty for the championship belt, the women's championship belt. Along with that, there is a submissions match, which means one of them has to tap out to everyone's famous signature move.
This match is being televised around the world.
And along with that, if Ric Flair remotely steps out close to the ring, Charlotte will lose by default, and then Natalya will win the belt. So, not so much because of that stipulation, but during the quote-unquote contract signing on Raw the other night, Ric Flair kept mouthing off, and Charlotte started getting pissed off at him, and was like, "Dad, I can handle this myself, I can talk for myself, you know, I can do this," and Flair keeps talking shit and acting up. So I feel like they're finally teasing splitting the two of them up now that she can kind of stand by herself. During the time she was lashing out at Rick, Charlotte was lashing out at Rick during the contract signing. She finally showed some personality and showed that she can actually, like, maybe talk on the microphone a little better than it used to seem like. So now would be the time for her to dump Rick. I would assume the best way to have that turn work would be if he costs her the match because of that stipulation. But even if not, they should let Charlotte win still, so she can say, "Dad, I won it without you. Dad, I don't need you anymore, blah, blah, blah." And either way, she can get away from Rick and start doing her own thing, which is better for her. I feel like her and Natalya's storyline was decent, but Natalya, I feel like, she's not really useful. She's the old dog with all the young pups in the Divas division, I guess, is the best way to look at it. Where I know she has family in WWE. She comes from a famous bloodline, but with the fact that everyone else are young girls, and I mean, not that she's old, but she's older than them, I feel like other than like maybe a managerial role, there's not really a place for her with all of them, which is kind of fucked up, but it doesn't make it not true, in my opinion. So Charlotte.
Like this has become synonymous with
Charlotte will most likely win, and I feel like no matter what tonight's, not tonight, the pay-per-view starts when she starts dumping Rick as her manager.
That's it. He's done.
If he wasn't already in a match, I'd say he was trying to start a fight.
I totally agree with you.
I don't believe it. He just stole his opponent's finishing move.
That takes a lot of nerve.
So you get. And of course, the last match will be AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. I already started prompting my wrestling buddy that I will probably end up being pissed off at the end of the night. Those two have shown they can put on really good matches together. I just... AJ Styles is one of the last wrestlers that I care about to the extent of I'm happy when he wins, and it genuinely upsets me when he loses. So with that, I can only get my heart broken so many times during all these pay-per-views of him constantly losing. So I feel like he either, if he doesn't win this time, I feel like they're not going to give him the belt for a while. And if he doesn't win this time, I probably won't get as hyped up for the match unless they do all those close calls like they always do. Or, I'm not sure, but I feel like it's going to lead to heartache later. I'm going to be driving home 11 o'clock Sunday night, just fake tears streaming down my face as my buddy once again could not seal the deal and take the belt from I jerk off my wrist to get powered up Roman Reigns. So I guess obviously for that match my hope is AJ. The realist in me says that Roman will hang on to it like he always does.
He did it. What a huge win.
Thank you. The last thing I want to hit on real quick, since we just ended a match and this video's about normal length for us. The only way I'll accept a stupid throwaway run-in disqualification nonsense thing tonight is if Big Cass and Enzo both come out together during that tag team match. That would be cool to get them back in it. But besides that, I would like to see just normal matches tonight and no dumb bullshit and nothing too ridiculous. You know, just have a good, exciting pay-per-view that everyone loves. Give AJ the belt maybe. Yep, you know. But we'll talk about it once it's over as always. Thank you for watching this video. Talk to you all later. Lates.